Hello and welcome to my Pokemon Journeys, episode 99, Marnie from Spikemuth for you. So here we are, with another World Championships battle, but also the introduction to Marnie and her brother, the best Galar character, Piers. Ash has a battle scheduled with Marnie, but Team Yell lied to him about where it's being held. He thought it was in Wyndham Stadium, but they redirected him to Spikemuth. I really like the way they depict Spikemuth. It looks very game accurate, but you really get the idea that the town has seen better days, so Ash and Go are confused why Spikemuth would be the battleground. Of course it wasn't selected to be a place where a battle is held, but it does have its own gym going for it. That's when we're introduced to best character Piers, practicing with his Pokemon band where his Toxtricity clashes with Pikachu. Piers is the one to break the news that they ended up getting lied to, so Ash is kinda screwed, which Piers apologises for. He's a great dude after all, he doesn't want Team Yell to sabotage others for his and Marnie's sake. And because Piers is the absolute best, he takes responsibility and gets Ash on his motorbike. Looks like he's revving up, but he goes at a safe speed, which I found hilarious. It works so much for Piers. He looks super tough on the outside, but he's a real good guy. He's a caring big brother. He looks out for kids like hopping the game, and he's making sure another kid is safe. We also get a nice little rundown from Piers about the state of Spikemuth. You can't Dynamax her, and Piers prefers regular battles anyway. But that's led to Spikemuth's state where not many gym challengers want to even go there. And that was Marnie's goal for entering the championships. She wanted to lead trainers to Spikemuth, and let it become famous. So did Team Yell. And Piers feels a lot of guilt over that since he's a town gym leader and it should really be his responsibility. I love that layer of his character so much. But the start time for the battle has arrived and Marnie faces winning by default. She rejects that idea and waits. Ash and Piers arrive and Ash rushes in. And when Team Yell heckle him about making Marnie wait, Ash fights back, which is always fun to see. It's not his fault, and Marnie backs him up with that. If she wants to prove that she's strong, that Spikemuth can produce strong trainers, this underhanded way of winning is not for them. With words about their purpose of entering the championships exchanged, it's time for the battle to begin. Piers is in the crowd and shouts words of encouragement to Marnie. Go arrives thanks to the Corviknight taxi. And what a battle it is! This is so fitting for Ash's first official battle in Wyndham Stadium. Out comes Gengar and Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Right off the bat we get to see that Gengar has learned Dazzling Gleam. Now we kind of knew that it was coming from a presentation a while ago where we listed part of Gengar's moveset accidentally. So finally seeing it is really cool, as the battle shows it's a really versatile attack used for straight up offense, but also defense, as it kind of turns back on Gengar when they're hit by a G-Max snooze and it's used as a shield. It kind of reminds me of Pikachu's Electro Web in a way. It's very versatile, I like it a lot. Ash does get the upper hand really quickly, so it's interesting to see how Marnie catches him off guard with Grimmsnarl's False Surrender move, to break that momentum. Both False Surrender and Spirit Break are Grimmsnarl's exclusive moves, and we get to see them both shown off in this battle. Soon after that we get Marnie, Gigantamax and Grimmsnarl, and Ash doesn't immediately respond with his. As mentioned, the G-Max news hits Gengar and he uses Dazzling Gleam to defend, which is something I really love. And I think it's something that stopped the full effect of the attack working on Gengar, as it really does have to force itself to stay awake after it hits. We also get a reveal that Gengar learned Sludge Bomb, which is a nice surprise as well. It did learn both moves off screen, which I'm not thrilled about, but this benefits his Dynamax state really well. Gengar does get hit with a Max Quake, which looks to do a good amount of damage, so it's time for Ash and Gengar to really put their powered up state to the test. Ash recalls Gengar, and it looks so damn cool coming out of the earth as it Gigantamaxes. A Max Ooze collides with a Max Starfall and Grimmsnarl's Gigantamax state wears out. A Max Hailstorm rains down from the sky, which Grimmsnarl avoids and uses it to hit a Spirit Break on the Max Gengar. Following up with Darkest Lariat that bats off G-Max Terror, really showing off Grimmsnarl's strength. I do like how Ash protects the vulnerable Gengar by getting him to swallow Grimmsnarl, which holds it in place as he reverts, and then just gets spit out when he's at normal size. It's just one of those wacky things that Ash does that you wouldn't really consider in the games. It definitely wins Piers' respect, but Marnie's not giving up as she orders a powered up Stomping Tantrum. Gengar counters with a Shadow Ball, likely powered up from a Max Ooze, which cuts through the trod up earth and takes out Grimmsnarl. Ash takes the win and ranks up to 15th place. It's not for nothing for Marnie though. People in Wyndham Stadium all see just how strong the trainers from Spikemuth can become, and give her a huge cheer. At the end of the day, Ash and Marnie talk to each other about their Pokemon. Piers congratulates Marnie for how strong she is. Team Yell confirm the town will be revitalized. Marnie and Ash shakes hands. It's just a nice little conclusion. So I know what the biggest complaint is, why is this a 1v1, man? Look, I don't know. But what I'm concerned about is, was the battle any good? And it's a resounding yes from me. I think they finally nailed what Dynamax should be. There's a real benefit to not immediately using your Max in the games and being able to use it to great effect at the right time. Ash got his in as Grimmsnarl only had one turn left. And while Grimmsnarl was able to dodge the Hailstorm, I'd imagine the damage from G-Max Terror was likely there, in the same way that Dazzling Gleam defending Grimmsnarl didn't look to nullify the whole attack. I really enjoyed seeing the Spikemuth siblings. I'm sure you can already tell that I'm super enthused about how they handle Piers. She puts a good of her town on her shoulders and does her best to make it appealing to Galar. I really hope we get to see them both again down the line and see how Spikemuth has been revitalized. They handled Dynamax in such a fun and exciting way too. It finally felt like the gimmick reached what should have been all along. It truly felt like a battle of titans, and even making use of Grimmsnarl and Gengar being maxed at different times so you have to go up against a Gigantamax foe is a really cool handling of the gimmick, and seeing how Marnie and Ash would do in that scenario. And Gengar, oh man Gengar! Sure, he learns 2 moves off screen, but he really showed off his unique battle style in such a fun way, and it's great to really see him thrive once again. I couldn't have asked for a better showing after he's been screwed over by the Karina and Volkner battles. I love this episode a lot. I hope you did too, and thank you for watching.